Think your growing season is over because summer's winding down. Wrong. Most people put their gardening gloves away in August, and that is the biggest mistake you can make. Because right now, while everyone else thinks the season is done, you have a window to plant seeds that'll give you a full second harvest before the year is out. Today I'm breaking down the 10 best seeds to plant this month. What to plant, how deep, how far apart, and exactly when you'll be harvesting. Some of these are ready in under 30 days. Some actually taste sweeter because of the cooler weather coming. And stick around because number 7 is the one almost every gardener forgets, and it might end up being your favorite crop on this entire list. Let's get straight into it. 1. Turnips. Turnips are the perfect crop to kick things off, because they're one of the most forgiving plants you can put in the ground in August. They're technically a 2-in-1 crop. You can grow them for the swollen white and purple root, or you can grow them purely for the leafy greens on top, which taste a lot like a mix between mustard greens and spinach. Start by loosening your soil down to about 8 inches, since turnip roots need room to expand without hitting compacted clay. Work in a couple inches of compost, because turnips are heavy feeders and thin, sandy soil will give you small, woody roots instead of the big sweet ones you want. Sow the seeds about ½ an inch deep, spacing them roughly an inch apart in rows a foot apart. Once they sprout, usually within 5 to 7 days in warm August soil, thin them out to about 4 inches apart. Don't skip the thinning step. Overcrowded turnips fight each other for nutrients, and you'll end up with a bed of skinny, disappointing roots. Turnips love consistent moisture. Aim for about an inch of water a week, and if August is throwing a heat wave at you, water in the early morning so the roots stay cool through the hottest part of the day. Most varieties are ready to harvest in 40 to 60 days, which puts your harvest right in that sweet spot of early to mid-fall, when cooler nights have made the roots noticeably sweeter. One tip a lot of new gardeners miss. You can harvest the greens continuously without pulling the whole plant, as long as you leave the center growing point intact. That means one turnip planting can give you salad greens for weeks before you ever pull the root. 2. Arugula. Next up is arugula, and if you want instant gratification in the garden, this is your plant. It's one of the fastest growing greens out there, often ready to harvest in under 30 days. Arugula prefers loose, well-drained soil with a bit of organic matter mixed in, but honestly it's not picky. This plant will grow in soil that would make other crops sulk. Scatter the seeds thinly across your bed, about 1/4 inch deep, and lightly rake the soil over them. You don't need perfect rows here. Arugula does great broadcast zone, almost like you're seeding a lawn. Keep the soil moist while it germinates, which usually takes just a few days in August's warm ground. Once seedlings are an inch or 2 tall, thin them to about 3 inches apart so the leaves have room to fill out. The real trick with arugula is succession planting. Instead of sowing it all at once, plant a small patch every 10 to 14 days through late August and into September. That way, as one batch gets peppery and starts to bolt in leftover summer heat, the next batch is just coming into its prime, and you've got a continuous supply of fresh greens instead of one big harvest that overwhelms you all at once. Harvest by cutting the outer leaves and leaving the center to keep producing. This is called a cut and come again harvest, and it can stretch one planting out for weeks. If a plant does bolt and send up a flower stalk, don't toss it. The flowers are edible too, with the same peppery bite, and they make a great garnish. 3. Lettuce. Lettuce is a classic for a reason, and August sowing actually solves the biggest problem people have with lettuce: bitterness from bolting. Summer heat makes lettuce panic, throw up a flower stalk, and turn bitter fast. But sown in August, your lettuce germinates in warm soil, then matures as temperatures cool, which means sweeter, crisper leaves with none of that summer bitterness. Go with loose-leaf varieties rather than head lettuce if you want speed. They mature faster, and you can start harvesting outer leaves before the plant is even fully grown. Sow seeds about a quarter-inch deep, spacing them 2 inches apart in rows a foot apart. Here's a trick specific to August. Lettuce seed can actually refuse to germinate if the soil is too hot, since many varieties have built-in heat dormancy. To get around this, water your bed thoroughly, then chill your seeds in the refrigerator for a couple of days before planting, or sow in the late afternoon, and cover the bed lightly with a board or damp burlap for a couple of days too. Keep the soil temperature down until the seeds sprout. Once seedlings emerge, thin to about 6 to 8 inches apart for loose leaf types. Lettuce is shallow-rooted, so it dries out fast, water lightly but frequently rather than deeply and occasionally. You'll be harvesting outer leaves within about 30 days, and you can keep harvesting for a month or more after that using the cut-and-come-again method. If you succession sow every couple of weeks through early September, you'll have fresh salad greens straight through fall. 4. Spinach. Spinach is next, and it's almost the mirror image of lettuce. It hates summer heat but thrives once the days start to cool, which makes an August sowing close to ideal. Prep your bed with rich, well-drained soil, since spinach is a heavier feeder than most people expect. Mix in compost or aged manure before planting. Sow seeds about ½ inch deep, an inch apart, in rows about a foot apart. Just like lettuce, spinach seed can be stubborn about germinating in hot soil, so the same trick applies: water deeply first, and consider shading the bed for the first few days if you're planting early in the month during a heat spell. Thin seedlings to about 4 to 6 inches apart. Spinach doesn't like competing for root space, and crowded plants bolt faster and produce smaller leaves. Keep the soil consistently moist. Spinach has shallow roots and dries out quickly, and drought stress is one of the fastest ways to trigger premature bolting. A light mulch layer helps retain moisture and keeps the soil temperature down while the plant is getting established. Depending on the variety, you're looking at 40 to 50 days to maturity, but you can start pulling outer leaves well before that. The real bonus with an August planting is that spinach is remarkably cold-hardy. A light frost won't kill it. It'll just make the leaves taste sweeter as the plant converts starches to sugars to protect itself from the cold. With a simple row cover or cold frame, you can often keep harvesting spinach well into December depending on your climate. 5. Kale. Kale is next, and if you only remember one thing from this video, remember this. Kale gets better with cold, not worse. It's one of the most cold-hardy greens you can grow, and an August planting sets it up to hit peak flavor right as the weather turns. Start with soil that's been amended with compost, since kale is a heavy feeder that rewards rich soil with bigger, more tender leaves. Sow seeds about ½ inch deep, spacing them a foot apart, or plant a bit closer if you plan to harvest some plants young as baby kale and thin as they grow. Germination is quick in August's warm soil, usually within a week. Once seedlings have their first true leaves, thin to your final spacing, crowded kale plants stay small and are more prone to pest problems because there's poor airflow between them. Speaking of pests, keep an eye out for cabbage worms, since kale is part of the brassica family and shares the same enemies as broccoli and cabbage. A floating row cover over the bed is the easiest fix. It physically blocks the moths from laying eggs on the leaves without needing any spray at all. Kale takes around 55 to 75 days to fully mature depending on the variety, but you'll be harvesting individual leaves well before that using the cut-and-come-again approach. Just take the outer, larger leaves and let the center keep growing. And here's the payoff for planting in August specifically. Once frost hits, kale's flavor actually improves, becoming sweeter and more tender, which is why so many experienced gardeners consider kale a better after frost crop. 6. Swiss chard. Chard is the one most people forget about, and it deserves way more attention than it gets. It's incredibly cold-hardy, strikingly colorful with its red, yellow, and pink stems, and it just keeps producing leaves long after most other August-planted crops have finished for the season. Sow chard seeds about half an inch deep, spacing them about 6 inches apart. One quirk worth knowing: each chard seed is actually a small cluster of several seeds fused together, so you'll often get multiple seedlings sprouting from a single spot. When that happens, don't panic, just thin down to the strongest single seedling per cluster once they're a couple inches tall. Chard isn't fussy about soil, but like its beet relatives, it does best with a bit of compost worked in and consistent moisture. Water about an inch a week, and mulch around the base to keep the soil temperature stable as it swings between warm August days and cooling fall nights. Maturity is around 50 to 60 days for full-size leaves, but you can start snapping off outer leaves for salads within a month. The real advantage of chard is its staying power. Unlike lettuce or spinach, which eventually bolt or get bitter, chard just keeps pushing out new leaves from the center as you harvest the outer ones. In many climates, a single August. Planting of chard can keep producing right through fall, and with some protection, into early winter. 7. Radishes. Radishes are the instant gratification crop of this whole list. Some varieties are ready to harvest in as little as 25 days, which makes them perfect for gardeners who want a quick win, or for filling in gaps between slower growing crops. Sow the seeds directly where you want them to grow, about half an inch deep and an inch apart, since radishes don't transplant well once disturbed. Rows about a foot apart give you enough room to work between them. Radishes germinate fast, often in just 3 to 5 days in warm August soil, and once they're up, thin them to about 2 inches apart. This step matters more than people think. Crowded radishes put their energy into leafy tops instead of forming a nice round root, so if you skip thinning, you'll end up with a lot of greens and disappointingly small roots. Keep watering consistent. Radishes that dry out and then get a sudden heavy watering tend to crack, and inconsistent moisture is also one of the main causes of radishes turning spicy and woody instead of crisp and mild. A steady inch of water a week is the target. Because they're so fast, radishes are perfect for succession planting. Sow a new short row every week to 10 days through late August and September, and you'll have a continuous supply instead of one big harvest all at once. They're also a great marker crop. Since they germinate so quickly, some gardeners mix radish seed in with slower germinating crops like carrots, so the radish sprouts mark the row while the carrots are still working on showing up. 8. Carrots. Carrots are next, and here's something a lot of people don't know. Carrots planted in August actually taste better than the ones you plant in spring. Cooler fall temperatures trigger the roots to convert more starches into sugars as a natural cold protection response, which means sweeter, less woody carrots at harvest. Carrots need loose, rock-free soil at least a foot deep, since anything blocking the root's path down will cause it to fork or twist. If your soil is heavy clay, work in compost and sand to lighten it up, or consider a raised bed if your native soil is particularly rough. Sow seeds about 1/4 inch deep, an inch apart in rows a foot apart. Carrot seed is notoriously slow to germinate. It can take 2 to 3 weeks, so keep the soil consistently moist the entire time. Many gardeners cover the row with a board or burlap to lock in moisture and prevent a crust from forming on top of the soil, which can be strong enough to stop the tiny seedlings from pushing through. Just check daily and remove the covering the moment you see sprouts. Once seedlings are a couple inches tall, thin them to about 2 to 3 inches apart. This is the step people skip and regret. Crowded carrots compete underground, and you end up with a bundle of skinny, twisted roots instead of nice straight ones. Depending on the variety, carrots take 60 to 80 days to mature, which times out well with the first light frosts in many regions. And just like with kale, a touch of frost actually improves the flavor rather than harming the crop. Carrots can also be left in the ground and mulched heavily for winter storage, letting you harvest fresh carrots well after the rest of your garden has finished for the year. 9. Beets. Beets earn their spot on this list because they're essentially 2 vegetables in one packet. You get the sweet, earthy root, and you get nutrient-dense greens that taste fantastic sautéed, similar to chard. Like chard, beet seeds are actually seed clusters, so expect multiple seedlings from each one you plant. Sow them about ½ an inch deep, an inch apart, in rows a foot apart, and plan to thin each cluster down to the single strongest seedling once they're a couple inches tall. Beets do best in soil that's been loosened well below the surface, since compacted or rocky soil leads to misshapen roots. Work in compost before planting, and make sure your soil isn't too acidic. Beets prefer a near-neutral pH, and if your soil skews acidic, a light application of garden lime can make a noticeable difference in root size. Consistent watering is key here too, about an inch a week, because drought-stressed beets develop tough, woody roots with rings inside them, sometimes called zoning, which affects both texture and flavor. Most varieties mature in 50 to 60 days, putting your harvest right around the point when cooler weather has made the roots noticeably sweeter. And just like turnips, you don't have to choose between roots and greens. You can snip a few outer leaves for salads or sautés along the way without hurting the root's development, as long as you don't strip the plant bare. 10. Bush beans. Last but definitely not least, bush beans, the crop that gives you one final, satisfying harvest before the season closes out. Bush beans mature in as little as 50 days, which means an August planting can still produce a full crop before your first frost in most regions. Sow the seeds directly in the ground about an inch deep, spacing them 3 to 4 inches apart in rows about 2 feet apart. Beans are sensitive to disturbance, so direct sowing works far better than starting them indoors and transplanting. One thing to watch for in August specifically: bean seeds can rot in soil that's still very warm and holds too much moisture, so make sure your bed drains well, and avoid overwatering right after planting. Let the soil dry slightly between waterings until the seedlings are established. Germination is quick, usually within a week in warm soil. Once seedlings emerge, keep the soil consistently moist, especially once the plants start flowering and setting pods. That's the point where drought stress will hurt your yield the most. Bush beans don't need staking or trellising like pole beans do, which makes them a low-maintenance choice for a fast, late-season crop. Start checking pods around day 50, and harvest while they're still firm and snap easily. Beans left too long on the plant get tough and stringy. And here's a bonus tip: the more you pick, the more the plant produces, so regular harvesting every couple of days will actually extend your total yield before the season ends. So there you have it, 10 seeds you can get in the ground this August for a strong late summer and fall harvest. Bush beans, beets, carrots, radishes, chard, kale, spinach, lettuce, arugula, and turnips. Don't let summer's end fool you. Your garden's best chapter might be just getting started. If this helped, smash that like button, subscribe for more seasonal growing tips, and let me know in the comments which one you're planting first. See you in the next video.